European leaders gathered in London for a summit focused on finding a path to peace in the ongoing war with Russia, particularly after tensions between Ukraine and the US escalated. Following discussions, President Zelensky stated he remains open to signing a minerals deal with the US, but emphasized the need for security guarantees. The summit's host, Keir Starmer, stressed that any peace agreement must respect Ukraine's sovereignty and that the US must play a central role. After the meeting, Zelensky traveled to Sandringham for an hour-long discussion with King Charles. Meanwhile, discussions continued about Europe's role in ensuring Ukraine's security. Leaders, including French President Emmanuel Macron and the UK Prime Minister, explored ways to support Ukraine militarily and diplomatically while maintaining strong ties with the US. The European Commission underscored the need for significant defense investments, comparing Ukraine's resilience to that of an armored porcupine against potential invaders. With uncertainty surrounding US support under a potential Trump presidency, European nations debated taking a more proactive role. The UK announced a new deal allowing Ukraine to purchase 5,000 air defense missiles, boosting both Ukraine's defense and the UK's defense sector. The Prime Minister reiterated that Europe must lead in securing peace, but acknowledged that US backing remains crucial. Meanwhile, former Russian President Dmitry Medvedev dismissed the summit as an anti-Trump, anti-Russia gathering, reflecting Moscow's skepticism about European peace efforts. Russian officials reiterated their opposition to European peacekeepers in Ukraine, arguing that such plans only prolong the conflict. Domestically, the UK's opposition parties debated defense spending, with the Conservatives pushing for increased military investment and the Liberal Democrats advocating for closer European cooperation. Zelensky, preparing to return to Kyiv, reiterated Ukraine's commitment to sovereignty, rejecting any suggestion of territorial concessions. While European leaders pledged support, the question remains whether their promises will translate into tangible military and financial aid. The challenge now is finding a balance between securing peace and ensuring Ukraine's independence, with Europe aiming to step up its role while still needing American backing. The summit came at a critical time for Ukraine, as President Volodymyr Zelensky sought to secure continued military and financial support while navigating shifting geopolitical realities. Recent tensions with the United States, exacerbated by a controversial meeting between Zelensky and former U.S. President Donald Trump, had cast doubts on Washington's willingness to maintain its level of commitment to Ukraine's defense. Despite these tensions, Zelensky reaffirmed his willingness to sign a minerals deal with the U.S., a move that could bolster economic ties and provide Ukraine with much-needed financial resources. However, he also made it clear that security guarantees remain a non-negotiable part of any agreement. Without firm commitments from the West, Ukraine risks facing further aggression from Russia, which has consistently sought to undermine its sovereignty.